Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Friday, June 2nd. Hey, as we close out this week and head into summer. Hey, we got a debt ceiling deal, and the market seemed to like that yesterday. We'll talk about that and more when we get on the radio here in just a second with Doug. But let's not forget that there are a lot of things out there that you and we can't control them, but you can control how much risk you have in your retirement portfolio. You need to know what that risk is and whether it's too much or not enough. It can be either one. That's why I developed our core retirement design to help people look to make sure that they've got the right amount of risk in their portfolio. Give us a call at 863-382-0037. Hey, with that, we'll be back here in just a second with Doug. Hold on just a second.
0.7 Light FM. There's Nick Jonas and Jealous. It's Doug Reese sitting in for Morning Dave here on your Friday morning. Get ready for the weekend, and we're going to head out and check in with Phillip Statler from Statler Financial Services. He's going to give us an update on what's going on with the markets as we wrap up this week. Hey, Phillip, how are you today?
Hey, good morning, Dave. Doug, sorry. Hey, D&D it's about the same, right?
Yeah.
But it's going well, and the markets are happy about the debt ceiling finally getting passed. Even yesterday, there was some optimism at the end of the day. We had the S&P 500 up 41 points. It closed at like 42.21. The Dow Jones Industrial 30 up 153 points to 33,061, and the NASDAQ, the big winner yesterday, up $165, closed at 13,101. So a good day on Wall Street yesterday, and so far, Doug, it's looking like we got a good day today as well. The futures are all in the green, and we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes. On the macro side, though, today we've got jobs reported, and it's kind of interesting because the current jobs came in better, way better than expected. Came in like 339,000 jobs created this last month. That's versus 190,000 that was expected. And I guess the real big thing for me is that they made some major revisions. They revised March up. They had originally said March was at 165,000 new jobs. They revised that up to 217,000 new jobs. So a big adjustment there, as well as April. They adjusted April up from 265,000 to 294,000. So we beat this last month of May, and then all the revisions were much higher than expected. On the wage front, we also saw wages increase this last month by 0.3%. Not big, but it's going in the right direction. So on the job front, that's kind of where we are. And I did not see the actual unemployment rate yet. It was expected to be about 3.5%. And so I didn't see where it got adjusted. Yep, didn't see that number. Okay, I thought maybe I could see it real quick, but no luck. So that's kind of it on the employment front. Stocks, man, I'm gonna tell you, earnings were all over the place, Doug. I've got some good numbers. I've got some terrible numbers. You mentioned yesterday that Lululemon was going to report, and they did. They had a really, really good quarter. Their earnings came in at $2.28 versus $1.97 that was expected. Revenue was ahead of forecast as well. And they actually came out and said sales grew year over year by 24%. And they raised their full year guidance for this year as well. And they're trading up this morning 16%. A big jump there. And let's offset that with the, what's that?
Oh, Dollar General, they took a beating yesterday.
They did take a beating yesterday after their numbers came out. So
yeah.
Sentinel One reported they're a cybersecurity company, and they're not so good for them. They're kind of the opposite end of the spectrum of Lululemon. They actually came in below estimates on their revenue. And so they kind of uh, missed on earnings, and they revised their guidance downward. Um, Sentinel One is actually trading down. I don't think I've seen this kind of a loser in a while, down almost 37% this morning. Big miss for them. Another company that reported is MongoDB. They're a database developer and a platform, and they had a good quarter. They were expected to make about 19 cents a share this last quarter. They actually made 56 cents a share, and so they're trading up huge this morning. They're up 26% before we start trading today. I'm trying to look, see if there's other DuPont. They didn't report. They just got a settlement. We talked about ChargePoint. We talked about charging stations earlier in this week. ChargePoint, that's exactly what they do. They do these charging stations that electronic vehicles can charge up at. They came in and missed on revenue, and so they're trading down today about 3%. You mentioned Five Below yesterday as well, Doug, and they came in and they beat by a little bit. They beat by about 5 cents a share. Revenue was down a little bit, more than what they expected it to be. But overall, they're up about 3.7% this morning. So not a bad deal for them as well. Another company that reported that may not be something that a household name, but in the business world, it's a company called Asana. And Asana is like a project management software. A lot of companies use it. And they came out and had a smaller than expected loss. They beat on revenue. And so they are trading up about 6.3% this morning. So some good news there. I think we kind of hit and missed across the board, but not a bad way to start the day. And when we look at the futures today, they are all in positive territory this morning. The Dow's up 0.6%. It's $205. The S&P 500 is up a little over 0.5%. And the NASDAQ 100 is up 1/3. So I guess the big winner right now is Russell 2000. It's actually up 1% right now. So not bad to start the day. Silver's down a little over 0.1%. Gold's down 0.25%. Doug, crude oil's made a huge jump over yesterday. It's up 2.5% this morning. It's at $71.83 a barrel. Not what we really want to see. On the Asian front, we're seeing all positive numbers there. The Nikkei's up 1.2% this morning. And then we've got the European markets, and they're all up as well. So everybody's on board for a up day today as we get ready to start trading. So, hey, with that though, let's remind folks that if you're getting close to retirement, and what does that mean? If you're 5 to 10 years out, it's time to start planning. That's why I developed our core retirement design. Give us a call at 863-382-0037, and let's walk through the core design to help you design the retirement you always dreamed of. And then join us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and noon on Saturday, 10 a.m. Sunday morning on Highlands News Talk 730, 95.3 FM.
Well, let's hope, Phillip, that we can finish out this week on a positive note. What do you think?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we get up a positive note and have a great weekend along with it. And I guess I'll see you back here in that chair again Monday morning, huh?
Yeah, I'll be here Monday morning for Dave. Monday and Tuesday, I think he is back on Wednesday. So thanks a lot for the update, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday morning.
You can't see it, but you sure can feel it. The economy is struggling right now. Do you know how?
Hey, folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope your week has been good. Have a great weekend. Join us again Monday morning, same time, same place. Until then, have a great day.